Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey. Welcome back to my channel.
Hey girl.
I'm Jazmyn W, y'all. It's still light outside. Shout out to my mama for letting me log into her Spectrum so I can watch this show early and I don't have to stay up till 1 a.m. doing this.
Finally.
This is Thursday. I do my Married at First Sight reaction videos every Thursday, and y'all know this, man. Before I get started, let me let you know I have a podcast called Colored Couch Conversations. It's where I sit down with a woman of color every week, and we have intimate conversations on my virtual couch. And the podcast is all about uplifting the voices of women of color, okay? So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and click the link below to listen on Spotify, Apple, or Google. I also have a pretty good following on TikTok, so y'all might want to follow my TikTok or my Instagram so that you can laugh at some of my content. This is Married at First Sight, episode 7.
Oh my goodness.
I will say, this was, to me, was a little bit boring. This episode was boring. Am I the only one? It was trending on Twitter, but I still think it was boring. I got to see a lot of little nasty houses, child, and that's it. That's all this episode was about.
That's it.
Let's start with my favorite couples.
Who?
Whew, child, this week is hard, but I think we're gonna start with
Who? Okay, exactly.
Let's start with Amelia and Bennett. They're my favorite this week. They've jumped to the top. You know, this is going to change every single week, y'all. You know what? Bennett was right, Amelia. How do you make your butt firmer and softer, honey? That's not a thing.
Impossible.
But the only thing that makes a booty firm is squats. And the only thing that makes a booty soft
cocoa butter.
is no squats. The thing that make your booty hard, do not make it soft, okay? And what makes it soft is definitely not gonna make it hard, child. I just had to say that. I just had to let y'all know that, just in case y'all was wondering, okay? I was wondering, did y'all see Bennett's blue t-shirt? I'm like, dude, Bennett know he gonna be on TV? Like,
no.
He didn't have a t-shirt with fewer holes in it. What happened to your nightgown? Amelia said that she lived in a mansion with other people. Girl, that's...
Child, that wasn't no mansion.
That was just a big house. When I think of mansion, I do think of something a little bit luxurious. That was just a big old house, girl. A big old house with 4 other people, I guess, or 3 other people. It's not that many, and it's not uncommon. I've lived in San Francisco. I live in LA. There are people here, and there are people in California who living in big houses with other people. That's just a normal thing when you live in an expensive city.
Yep.
So that did not shock me. I thought that the house, you know, it was an older home. That's fine, child.
It was old.
It looked like it could have been haunted to me, but I don't know. We found out she was homecoming queen.
When, girl? In the 70s?
Child, where did you go to school at? It must have been a school for academia because...
Okay, for theater.
Child, you the homecoming... Okay. Y'all realize she's only like 26 or 27, so it wasn't that long ago. Girl, okay. I text my mama. My mama said, wait, was she Carrie?
Okay.
The shade. I don't know about y'all, but I expected Bennett's house to be dirty. I did, and I was right. It didn't have a bathroom or a kitchen. If you have to poop at 10 p.m., what do you do, Bennett? Bennett, if you have to take a dookie at 10 p.m. What are you doing? How do you maneuver?
Child.
How do you maneuver your manure? Oh my gosh. This whole episode is frustrating. Bennett lives in a trap house, honey.
Period.
Are you sure, Bennett? What does he do? He's a musician, a writer.
Drugs.
And he might be trapping on the side because that is a trap house if I ever seen one. Amelia acted really impressed when she saw Bennett's house. I guess if I would have saw him build it, I would have been a little bit more impressed, I guess, child. I can build a house. Like, I literally can build that house. It doesn't have any plumbing. Did it have electricity? I don't know if it did. I think it might have had electricity. So that's a little bit impressive. But it had no plumbing and no kitchen. So I'm more impressed when a man builds a house that has running water. Because if it don't have running water, honey, that's just a
cardboard box.
A box.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I think Amelia and Bennett make a really good couple. Is Bennett going to move?
No.
If Bennett has a business, I would be reluctant to move as well. I would be reluctant to get up and move all of my stuff for somebody I just met as well. I think taking it day by day is the right decision because she might not even move and we might not even have to tackle that conversation.
Okay.
It will be interesting to see what happens as Amelia finishes medical school, but for now, I think that they're a great match. Next, child, Amani and Woody.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Amani and Woody said that they have not used protection.
What?
And they don't want no kids. Child, I hope y'all using the withdrawal method, child. That's all I got to say. The biggest thing, of course, on this episode is Woody said that if Amani cut off all of her hair and didn't consult with him first,
She ugly.
he would have a problem with that. I think Woody was saying was if Amani decided to cut off her hair, he would have a problem with it, whether she consulted with him or not. He don't want short hair, and I think that this is a complex that many black men have.
Facts.
They don't want a woman who's bald-headed. This is something that Woody needs to think about himself because he's the one with a ponytail. He's the one with a perm ponytail, honey. And you know what a perm ponytail is? It's just a little, when you squeeze it up, and you got a little bit left. If you don't want a bald-head woman,
then get a man.
I don't know what to tell you. I literally don't, because it is your wife's decision if she wants to cut her own hair. I even asked my husband, I said, babe, what would you do if you came home right now and I was bald-headed? He said, this is your head, this is your hair. That's what we like to see, okay? That's what we like to hear.
Yes.
My head. Woody was comparing cutting your hair off to quitting his job. That is not the same thing.
At all.
But then had the nerve to turn around and say that if she got alopecia, he would still be attracted to her. Lies. Woody's immaturity is really coming out because that is a very immature thing to say. This is a very common thing among black men who are immature. They have a complex. We already have so much policing around our hair as black women. It's a reflection of how society has put pressure on us to look a certain way.
And have good
Woody
hair.
is a good reflection of that. So I hope y'all understand the deeper message there. Message! Woody even had the nerve to lie and make up a lie around his last girlfriend having an abortion and doing it without telling him.
A lie?
That has nothing to do with my hair. That girl had to carry that child. Anytime you birth a child, you risk your life. Ultimately, this is her body. That's what Woody's not understanding. If you can birth the baby, you can decide whether you want to have it or not. Oh, but you can't? That's my decision. Oh, okay, well, this is my decision.
Ooh, okay.
I don't understand what people don't understand about that. Men, you do not have the right to police what happens with her body.
Period.
Your grandmama, you live with your grandmama, Woody. She didn't have a problem with you pulling out your Woody because that's your body. So give Amani the same respect, honey. I don't have time. My mom said, I wonder if Woody's grandmother will be able to make ends meet now that he's moved out. I said, Mama, I bet you Woody ain't paid one bill in there with his grandmama. Let's stop acting like he pays bills.
Not one.
That's the question I want to know. Did Woody pay a bill while he was there? Anyway, child, Karen and Miles. Boring. Can I just give them the most boring couple award?
Yes.
I mean, they're right dead center on people who I think might make it because they're 50-50. There's a 50% chance they might make it. There's a 50% chance they might not make it. But there is a 100% chance that if they were ever on a different show or on a show by themselves, I would not watch them, child. They are boring. Karen was apprehensive about how clean Miles is. Miles is not dirty. He's just messy. He had clothes all over the bed. Maybe he packed for everything that's happened over the last 2 weeks in a frenzy, honey, but he is messy. He had clothes all over his bed, shoes all over his bed. But don't let me talk because I got clothes all over the bed I'm supposed to be folding right now. So don't let me talk.
Exactly.
Karen plays with Miles' emotions a lot. She's playing games with Miles because it seems like at some points she's warming up to Miles quite a bit. But then she also makes it very clear later that she's not attracted to him and she's not interested. Miles said it feels like home when he's around Karen. Karen said it feels weird.
Did they just die or why did they fade out like that?
It feels weird to have him touch you. It feels weird to have him come up behind you. It feels weird to have him compliment you.
Girl.
Karen don't want to be with Miles. How much longer are we going to talk about this? Karen she's not attracted to Miles. She's not interested in Miles. She crying because of her own insecurities during the session with the pastor. She's not crying because she really believes Miles is going to hurt her. I don't think she believes that. I think Karen is coming to terms with the fact that she's afraid of getting hurt in general, but I don't think she's afraid of getting hurt by Miles. Do y'all see the way Amani is acting? Karen was paired with somebody that she was extremely attracted to. She would be acting the exact same way.
Facts, 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 facts.
Henry and Olivia. Y'all, this is going to be a very controversial statement, I already know, but I like Henry.
You alone.
I like Henry. I'm sorry. I like Henry. I like him. I realized last week that Henry just do not like Olivia. Henry and Christina. Why did I write down Henry and Olivia? Child, I don't even remember her name. I don't understand what's the big deal about having studio apartments. In San Francisco, me and my husband lived in a studio apartment. It was less than 500 square feet with me, him, and our dog. When you live in an expensive city, you have a small place. I don't understand what it is for people to understand. Christina homeless. And she's talking about Henry Place. It's so small, girl. You live in your car. The producers let her get away with not going to her apartment. How did that happen? Listen, Christina said she likes to cook. We already know Henry likes to eat. What's the problem, Christina? Oh, his fridge is empty. He don't cook. He eat out and he go to his mama house. Y'all seen Henry parents? They look like they know how to cook, honey.
Girl.
No shade. So he be over there eating. I don't understand what is it, what's so difficult to understand about that? What is so hard to understand about that, Christina? When Henry mentioned that he plays games online, Christina said, weird.
Girl, bye.
You disrespectful. You disrespectful. Henry does not like Christina. He don't like her at all. He's playing games. He's whistling and drinking wine. That's all he's doing. He's whistling, drinking wine, and eating, honey. Why did this light just came on in the back of me? Oh, Lord. This is my impression of Henry. Well, it's still early. It's still early.
This is good.
Yeah, I think I just need time. Things take time. You don't like Christina. It's okay, Henry. And he came out and said it today. He said that she's impatient, high maintenance, honey, and he's feeling a friendship vibe. He don't like her. He don't like her. He don't like her. I told y'all behind the scenes, Christina is a hot mess. And he got to see it firsthand and we didn't. And she's looking for Henry to be all over her and he's not attracted to her at all in any way. He don't want to be friends with her. He don't want to be physical with her. On to the last couple, okay? Olivia and Brett. Olivia wants Brett to move out of his house that he purchased to move into her apartment that has nothing but old stuff in it. Y'all, I thought Olivia's apartment was gonna be a luxury high-rise. I thought Olivia was gonna be in the penthouse, baby. The way she be acting. Child, Olivia live in an antique shop. And you want Brett to move out of the house that he bought to come live in your antique-ass apartment. Olivia does not want a husband, y'all. She wants the sisterhood of the traveling underpants, okay? She needs a group to travel with. She don't want a man. She wants a fan. Somebody follow her around, but also pay bills.
What?
She needs an OnlyFans account is what she needs. Olivia was not impressed by Brett's home at all. Listen, I understand that you didn't think that it was luxurious, but also neither is your apartment, Olivia. Also, Brett owns this. So just respect the fact that he bought it. It's his. You know what I mean? She was walking around like it was Bennett's place. She was looking at Brett's little house like didn't have no bathroom, didn't have no kitchen, honey.
Girl.
The ghetto. The ghetto. Brett said that Olivia's comments made him feel like shit. And you know what? Under normal circumstances, I would feel bad for somebody, but I don't feel bad for Brett because I don't like his personality. I don't like him. He said that I'm constantly attracted to Olivia.
What?
Who says that they're constantly attracted to somebody?
Nobody.
That sentence doesn't even make sense, y'all. Y'all, I'm mad because Married at First Sight and Lifetime is dramatic as hell. Why when Brett got up to get a tissue, they stopped the music like he was about to walk out?
They playing games.
Don't play with me like that, Lifetime. Don't play with me like that, Lifetime. Stop acting like he was gonna leave. He went up to grab a tissue. You know the producers told him, Brett, get up and grab a tissue for her.
They sure did.
And they were like, this is where we're gonna add the dramatic music. Don't play with me like that, Married at First Sight. Brett and Olivia are not gonna make it because they are not a good fit. They're not friends. They're not friendly. They don't like each other. Listen, I don't think that there's anything wrong with what Olivia wants or anything wrong with what Brett wants. Brett wants to save money for his future, but he also doesn't want anything better for himself. He seems to be very content with the amount of money he's making, where he is, his plans for savings.
Right.
My problem with him is he doesn't seem to have ambition to want to make more money and be successful. Olivia, on the other hand, is successful. She makes money. She wants to live her life in the moment. But is she thinking long term? You know what I mean? So I think that they would really have to compromise a lot to meet each other in the middle. And I just don't think that they're going to do it because their values are on two ends of the spectrum. Listen, let's see what happens next week.
Girl.
Karen gonna kiss Miles and sit in his lap, and then later on, I bet you she gonna tell him she don't like him. Amelia and Bennett, they in La La Land, honey. They gonna keep doing whatever they doing. Woody and Amani gonna keep sleeping together without a condom. Henry and Christina are gonna keep ignoring each other, and Henry is gonna continue to eat his food and drink his wine, honey. And Brett and Olivia gonna break up. That's my prediction for the next episode. Y'all ain't here on accident. If you like my review, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can even do something real crazy and share this. Share this video if you like it. But go ahead and subscribe. Y'all, I will be putting out another video on Monday, story time.
For real.
I know I said that last week, but my schedule got real busy. I apologize. But I will have a story time coming on Monday. Thank y'all so much for watching my channel. And while I'm here in my little workout crop top and everything, honey, with my light back here, I guess I'll see y'all later, okay? This was a very scattered review, but honey, I'm hungry, okay? And I gotta go eat something, child.